It's time for the morning show for the tired people. These lyrics don't go with the song. That don't really matter. Hey everybody, it's me. The man in the beanie, back. He's back. Had a week off from doing live shows here on the channel. So I was getting ready for San Francisco, then was in San Francisco, did a great comedy show Friday night with Mark Ellis, Nick Scarpino, and the wonderful Josh McCouga. Got to spend time with him. It's been tough for him as of late, so it was great to reconnect and hold and hug my good friend. But I'm back, and David McKay's in. PLD Projects is here. That's a good one here. If you're live, that means you're a channel member. And if you're a channel member, I thank you. If you're watching later on the replay, this is my morning show where I go to my B studio. I just kind of put the camera up on my face and I sip some coffee and we talk. Laserbolt is here. Kingsport Cal is here. A lot of times we go to the news and check the state of the world, but this is the state of the world. I'm mad for it. I'm mad for it, my friends. That's right. I didn't think it would ever happen. I got it this day. I did not believe would happen. Of course, the day is that Oasis, basically, at this point, we know it to be just Noel and Liam. Oh, I think you could argue our Oasis. I love Andy Bell, Jem Archer. I love Bonehead, Giggsy. I even love Tony McCarroll. I love them all. Alan White. Michael McCarsel's here. I am excited that the boys are back in town. Now, I'm not going to go see them in these towns. I wish I had the money, because I definitely could make the time, but I wish I had the money. It's just a matter of money to plan a trip to go see them in Wembley Stadium in July of 2025 or August 2025. God damn it, that would be the best thing ever, but it ain't going to happen. But I hear rumors, and by rumors I mean it's everywhere, that the brothers Gallagher, the fighting Gallagher brothers, maybe we should just change the name to that, are going to be heading to the States. They're going to go across the pond, as it were. This is the 30th anniversary. PLD saying August, New York, or September, Boston. Ooh. I wouldn't mind going to those cities. I wouldn't mind going to Boston to see them there. I don't know why. Feels a little bit better than New York. But, maybe I'll wait for L.A. Rumors of the Rose Bowl in L.A. And I've never been to the Rose Bowl. Driven by the Rose Bowl almost daily for a while. Haven't even been to the swap meet at the Rose Bowl. Yeah, David McKay says 2024, completing my thought. It's the 30th anniversary of definitely, maybe 2025, 30th anniversary of What's the Story, Morning Glory. PLD Project says live in chat, I feel like Boston Oasis works, I'm not even sure why. I don't know. Look, they're from Manchester, but because there's a lot of Irish in Boston, you just kind of have that UK, Europe adjacent kind of vibe. Or maybe because a lot of drunk people fighting. That might be it, PLD. Drunk people fighting. We strongly advise that those wishing to purchase tickets register in advance of the sale with the relevant ticket agencies. Oh, here's the problem. They're going to make a lot of money, these Gallagher boys. And yes, money, Kingsport Cal says, money does strange things, Cat, and he's not wrong. I wish I had money to do strange things. I do not. But the boys are going to make a lot of money. I just recently saw Liam was on Instagram. By the way, is Oasis the only thing I'm going to talk about today? Possibly. It's 20 minutes of coffee. It's my cup of coffee. This is all that's on my mind. All day today, I've been listening to Oasis. I want to shout out PLD Projects in chat and our buddy Matty Gunner. We recently did a show, Oasis the One-Offs, on PLD's network. Check it out there. PLD Projects. See that name if you're live in chat? Boom, click it. It's on Spotify. It's a podcast. We did, it's a YouTube video. You see my faces. We did about an hour plus, maybe 90 minutes, Paul, on Oasis. We came up with a playlist based off our songs here. I've been listening to the playlist all morning. Ain't no one going to break my stride when it comes to loving Oasis being back. You're going to have the haters out there And we're going to go in deeper. I want to say on any time this Friday, that is the topic of our show. The topic of our show is when things come back. It's not just going to be about Oasis. So I'll have deeper thoughts on Any Time with Ken and Alden. But Paul, Maddie, and I just sat down and we came up with all of our Oasis songs that we want on a playlist. And then the playlist is there. PLD, is that public? You should make that a public playlist. Okay. Yeah, I don't want... Thank you, Spotify. Why am I on Spotify? Okay. 8984M, Sweetheart of a Human, says, good morning. This is... what kind of band is Oasis? And the King's Workout says, oh, I forgot you were 10. Go listen to some Oasis. Oasis is the best rock band in the history of the world. There, I said it. History of the World Part 2. No, look, they don't need a title of best of the best. They are what they are. 8984M, Oasis is music for a Saturday night. Blur is music for a Sunday morning. That's why I was never a big Blur fan. David McKay says, I went to see Liam on his Definitely Maybe tour less than 2 weeks ago, thinking he'd never get back together. Yeah. Look, now, we'll get in the weeds on this here. The rumors are that it's just the brothers and perhaps the High Flying Birds band, which is Noel's band, backing them, which makes sense. Liam's had a couple different projects solo. Released a great album with John Squires, great tunes on it from Stone Roses, and also had Beady Eye, which has a couple good tunes as well. But Liam seemed to wander a little bit. I'm not going to say he needed Noel, because if I said that, Liam would leap through a camera and punch me. Liam Liam and Noel need each other, okay? But I'll say this. Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, his solo act that emerged, I think, about 2011, again, with the band, the High Flying Birds, great stuff. Some of Noel's best work. But the two of them together are magic. Magic. I'm looking forward to not just shows. I want some new music. There's not been an announcement on new music. But you gotta think they're gonna find it in him to get in that studio and record something new. And that's where Liam's still sounding great. Noel still sounds great. I just saw Noel last year at the Greek Theater. He did some Oasis songs. Spectacular. But I'm telling you, some of his best work is with the High Flying Birds. And that gives me hope that when they get in the studio again, if they get in the studio again, because as Kingsport Cow says, money makes people do strange things, they're going to knock it out. They're going to knock it out of the park with a tune. I just have that feeling. I'm so excited for this. And so far, it's been pretty good online. You know, you don't want anyone, like I said, ain't nobody going to break my stride with this. But you got people ready to crap on it. And that's going to be part of what we talk about anytime, but I'll talk about it here now. Why? Don't like Oasis? That's cool. Maybe it's time to discover them. Never liked them, never will? That's cool. Now's the time to let me have some fun. I have held the candle aloft for this band for a long time. Even stuck through them with a couple of those albums at the end that you could feel the energy was waning. You could feel the light going out. Have some of my favorite Oasis songs. I'm so excited. I'm going to talk more detail on the Blathering Live Thursday night. Spent some time in San Francisco. Spent some time in San Jose. San Francisco. We got to talk. We got to talk about you, San Francisco. Maybe I'll talk more about the Blathering. I want to hear stories I want to hear reasons to love San Francisco, because didn't find a lot of them again. Hadn't been there since 2019. I wouldn't say it's gotten better. Now, I will say we stayed in a part of town that maybe has never been better. It's interesting to look out there. San Francisco didn't laugh at your jokes. No. Kickspark Cal. I had a great set. Good set. It started slow, and I dug in, And it was hot in there. We had a great venue, the Lost Church, San Francisco, but it was really hot. I was sweating. First 4 or 5 minutes, hit or miss. And then I just dug in and I got him. And I finished with a great new bed I'm working on. I've only done it twice. And no, it was a good time. Now, San Francisco is just, I don't know what, I don't want to get demonetized or live stream or any kind of flag from YouTube. I saw people doing things with glass pipes outside of our hotel room that, I hadn't seen since my security days. That's all I'll say. Just out there, 5 or 6 of them at a time. Just having a good time, we'll say. They didn't look like they were having a good time, but they were doing it. I don't know what to. I don't know what to do. I don't know. There's no answers. Yes, I'm talking about Oasis and trying to solve the homeless and drug crisis. This is what we do on 20 Minutes of Coffee. We go from Oasis, two of the most drugged out guys in the 90s, to the drug problem, and more in San Francisco. Yeah, it was. You keep hearing things. Oh well, this is what's going on in San Francisco, and then you're like, that can't be real. And then I saw it. I had to step over things. I had to step over people, and it's not just it's not about the presence of these people, these poor, unfortunate people, and the situation. It is just there's an energy in the town that is bizarre, man. 8984M says in chat, oh, yeah, the tech bros. Yeah, you have this extreme wealth and this extreme poverty all there. No middle class, no functioning middle class. You have the extreme tops and the lows, right? All in a block. And it's mind-blowing when you're face to face with it. And this isn't the only city. This is I think it's crushing capitalism. I think it is when I say the crushing effects of capitalism, I include the medical industry, the mental health industry. People can have access to help, more easy access to drugs than they do actual help. Once you slide down, it's not even just about the drugs. Once you slide down, it's hard. It's not a ladder you're climbing back up. It is a slide. A greased up slide, you're trying to work your way back up. And once we all slide down, it's hard to get back up. I'm dealing with that on a small level right now. Blessed to have this studio, blessed to be renting this house in beautiful Burbank, California. But holy moly, man. This month, all of our credit card bills went up. All of you across the world, the interest rates go up again. And so you're paying $30 more, $15 more. Boom, next thing you know, you can't, your budget is blown. Not by anything you've done. You're still working. But this agreement you had with your credit card company, they've switched it again. It's criminal. It's predatory. So I don't know. We got, it is not just about political choices. It's an economic system that I think we got to look at. Michael McCarcel says Baton Rouge and New Orleans all like that to a lesser degree. Yeah, I haven't been to New Orleans since 2016. And I can't imagine that's gotten better. And it was okay. I had fun. Like any city, if you know where to go or you can be told where to go, you can be all right. It's not even just about the city. There's great. Where the comedy club was in San Francisco, we had a great time. Great area. I got it. A lot of bars to walk around to. We did. Shared some bar time with Nick Scarpino, Josh McCouga, Mark Ellis, our buddy Rob Lindo. It was a great time. King Sporkhouse says, I've never owned a credit card in my life. I have a brown paper bag. I mean, that's not a bad way to do it. But unfortunately, you need credit at some point, you know? PLD says, budgets are made to be broken. I'm not crying you are. Yeah. And the world's breaking it. But back to happier things. As I sip my coffee. Oh, a little merch break. Little merch break here. So I've got this is now old. I mean, it's old here. That's why it's a little darker. I didn't open up my bedroom studio window. This is the Team Zoc beanie, all right? This is the Team Zoc beanie. This is from the old shop. There's a new merch shop that I have going on. that I just want. You might even see it. Okay, it might even be down there. Now I have to fix the page here. Let me get to that there. All right, there we go. This is now. Don't merch drop. Oh, I got to change that text. That's something I got to do. But anyways, you can go there. The link is down below. All the things from TeePublic are back on TeePublic, where you get $1 sale. This is a little bit better. You got the Team Zuck coasters. You get the Indiana Solo and the Fellowship of the Ewoks coasters. Bring back an old favorite there. Thomas Schisling design. You got the can-shaped glassware. And more coming. There's a lot of things I could do. I got forced to switch into this. This was not my choice. I was using Stream Elements merch shop, which is where this is from. And then one day I logged in. They're like, oh, no, you've got to switch everything. You're now a part of Fourth Wall. And Fourth Wall is better. I got this hat on the way. We'll see what's going on. So that's that. I just want to make you all aware of that. If anyone's looking for merch, Team Zuck merch, that's the spot. Kingsport Cal says, you don't need credit when you got cash. I don't disagree with that, Cal. But eventually, if you want to rent or you want to buy, you want to get a big ticket item, they're going to be, well, what's your credit? Show us your credit score. And you got to establish some credit. Your backwoods, deep in the hills, Tennessee, brown paper bag of cash is not a bad idea. Kingsport Cal, I wish I had a bag of cash. In fact, why don't you send me your bag of cash? He says you own your home. That's good. What happens when you want to sell it? What happens when you need a new car? What happens when you get stranded in another country and you don't have that bag of cash? I'm not suggesting you get a credit card, Kingsport Cal. I just said there's a reason, unfortunately, that we got to have credit. It's all part of the system. Maybe we should be like Kingsport Cal and run to the hills. I don't want to bury the lead. I owe my car to I don't travel. Well, Kingsport Cal, take your brown paper bag of cash and get out into another state. See the world, Kingsport Cal. You've earned your cash. Go see the world. More on Thursday's The Blathering. We're going to take your calls. But I did, in fact, have a Detroit-style-like pizza in San Francisco. And I'm thinking about it a lot. I've been thinking about it since we left. Josh McCouga led us to a place. I have to find out the name of it. Josh McCouga led us to a place and said, we're gonna have this pizza for dinner. And it did. It was good. So maybe I apologize, Laurent, but I haven't had actual Detroit-style pizza. It was explained to me that the pizza we were having is Detroit-style-like, minus a little sauce on the top. Yeah, Laserbolt says that doesn't count. It doesn't count, but if it's anything like Detroit-style pizza, I'm listening. Still don't necessarily believe it exists, though I've seen the store, I've seen the restaurant. I was like, okay. I had a knife and fork it. But it's good. I'll do that. We'll talk more about that. I don't want to just have this show be an ad for other shows I do, but I realized I fired up the camera this morning. I'm like, everything I want to talk about, I'm planning to talk about on another show. And I sometimes I get real serious on the show. I'd love to talk more about the Ukraine battle, the war that's going on, and I love that they're taking it to Russia. I love that Putin's kind of had his bluff called, and thank God his bluff has been called. We don't want him doing anything more, but they've been trying to launch counterattacks on Ukraine. It's been bad over there, but I've been celebrating Ukraine victories, and that's on my mind too as well. But maybe another time. Maybe today is just about Oasis coming back. I got my Oasis playlist. Here's what the playlist is. Kingsport Cal says, I can't make it to those blatherings. No, I'm mad. Well, I'm sorry, Kingsport Cal. We'll do other shows. Here's my Oasis playlist that we put together on the one-offs Oasis, the PLD show. Rock and roll star. I hope I think I know. Acquiesce. Keep the dream alive. Little by little. Don't look back in anger. Slide away. Listen up. Talk tonight. Some might say, stand by me. Cast no shadow. Wonderwall. Fade in and out. Fade in, out. I said fade in, out. Fade in, out. Champagne supernova. Stop crying your heart out. As chosen by me, PLD, and Maddie Gunner. Hope Paul, is that live? Is that a public? I think it's a public playlist. You all can find it. All right. I think that's it. I think we're excited about Oasis. If you're an Oasis fan, are you excited? Comment down below. If you're not an Oasis fan, you don't need to comment. PLD says the playlist is public. King's Fork House says, I know two of those songs. Guess which one? I'm going to guess you know Wonderwall and Champagne Supernova. Matthew Stokes here, Round Our Way. From the soundtrack, A Lifeless Ordinate, and the B-side to Wonderwall, my favorite Oasis track. Love Round Our Way. Round our way, the birds are minging. Boom, 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 boom. 8984M's going to listen. So, okay, 8984M, go, if you have Spotify. PLD, how do you get the list? Can you put the list in chat? What can you do with that? Oh, they're Wonderwall. Yep, they're Wonderwall. Maybe you could do that so that our friend 8984M here, Brady, can get the Oasis introduction that we want the world to have. I'll try to go see them at the Rose Bowl if they come here. I'll try to see them, maybe it's Boston. Maybe I save up some duck. Maybe I take from Cal's bag of cash and I go see Oasis in Boston. There we go. All right. I'll drop this. I'll try to drop this list here before I leave. Let's see. Can I? There we go. All right. Now we get back over here. Sorry, everybody. Doing this live on air. There we go. There you go, 8984M. If you have Spotify, there's a list. We dropped it in chat. A lot of fun is always hanging out with channel members. You can become a channel member and not just hang out with me when I do 20 minutes of coffee, but you can call into the Blathering Live. Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific is the next episode of the Blathering Live. All right? We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to go finish this coffee. Got to get some work started on the day. You guys are the best. We'll see ya next time here. 20 minutes of coffee.